Good morning. It is Monday, June 11th. Kean slept in a bit because after his stitches yesterday for his foot, we are taking at least the morning off. I canceled our delivery shifts up until 2:30. Maybe we'll try at 2:30 and see. Otherwise, we may be taking the day off, just recovery. Kean can't be on his feet for 24 hours, so I have to carry him around. So that doesn't make deliveries very easy. So we'll see how it goes. And we're canceling Northern Realms War because Kean needs to keep his foot dry and clean, and not in camping. There's always dust and dirt, so it's just not a good idea, plus long trips. So anyway, so it'll be an interesting week. I'll have to figure out how to make work flow. I woke up around 7:30. I got to talk with Jesse. He was in and out. He's doing grades for his students and stuff, so he's going to be non-existent for most of the early part of the week. Car seems to be running okay now that I fixed the cylinder boots and plug, so we'll see. We're going to head off to groceries today and get our supplies up, and we'll see how the day goes. It's a miserably hot day today. Tiny house is sweltering. This morning, me and Kean went to do grocery shopping and to go fill his antibiotics prescription. I had to carry him everywhere, which his weight is just too heavy now. Shopping cart at the Arc wouldn't go out the door, so that was a little rough trying to carry some of the things we bought there back to the car, and then groceries. Then we came home. We had our Panda Express for his leftovers for lunch. I took an afternoon nap, so did Kean. He's been watching SpongeBob. Bob. Resting his foot. He actually started walking on his foot, and he said it doesn't hurt. He says he feels fine. Of course, as a dad, I just look at his foot and go, "Oh my God, it's gotta hurt." But he seems to be doing good. I contemplated doing deliveries the rest of the day, but here, hand me the bowl. But I don't know. I think just taking the whole day off give him some rest and recovery. He had his second antibiotics, and then he has it later this evening. Probably go catch an late afternoon movie because it's just so hot. Had no idea staying at home during the day with no air conditioning during the summer would be this unbearable. But it is, so got to find some indoor things to do because he can't go swimming and can't do water parks. So there's no cooling off that way. So I guess each afternoon we'll just make use of the movie pass and go to the movies. I'm just beaten down. I'm just so tired. I'm sad that we're missing Northern Realms War, but it's a good thing I scheduled delivery work. I just don't know how it's going to work out with his foot. But if he's actually not hurting walking, I luckily bought some open-toed sandals, so that's working well with the wound. So it's not being squished by a shoe or socks. So, but we still got to keep it dry and clean. So that's going to be the conundrum. Just life's just beating me down again. Every time I start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, it just seems to be squished between the car problems and this. I mean, it's definitely time I mean, even though the car's working fine now, it's getting old and it just needs to go. Like Jesse's like, you need to sell it, and buy something else. So I guess you need to clean it up and get it on the market. So, what a life. So it's been a hot afternoon. We are headed to go to the movies. Kean wants to see A Quiet Place. I've seen it, so it's fine. We'll do the afternoon. Yeah, it's, even though it's high 80s today, it still feels like it's in the 90s. My car says it's 85 degrees, but it seems hotter. We canceled all the jobs for today. We're just gonna take it easy. Kean's walking on his foot at his demand, but and he says it doesn't hurt at all. So overprotective dad, just, you know, worried about his foot. So I went ahead and canceled the deliveries for today just because I want us to take the rest. So shelter out of the heat. We're going to a cool movie theater and see the movies and take an afternoon break. It's almost 4 o'clock and the movie starts at 4:05, so we're off. Kean was asking if I had ever cut my foot, and it brought back a memory that when I was his exact same age, I was at a friend's house kicking my feet, and I accidentally kicked their aquarium. It broke the glass and the fish went flopping everywhere, and the glass cut my foot. I had to get 4 stitches too. Except mine was on the top of the foot, whereas his was on the bottom of the foot. I'd be curious to see if it was the same foot. Synchronicities of dad and son. Who knows? How's the foot, Kean? We watched that one? Yeah. A Quiet Place? What did you think of the movie?
I was a little bit scared.
You were a little bit scared? What did you think about the monster?
Well, his parents...
He can just hear by sound?
What his parents...
I don't know. What did you think about it? Did you think the monster only could hear by sound, couldn't see? And then the father saved his kids?
And the mommy?
And the mommy? Huh? And the new baby?
But it didn't have the baby. The kid was growing up like a grown up, and then he died, and then it's...
What are you looking at? That's another scary movie.
What is it?
I think that's too old. That's too scary for you.
What is it, Dada?
It's Hereditary. It's a magic one.
I want to watch this too.
You do?
Okay. I didn't be
scared. Do you like scary movies?
I didn't be scared of this one.
You didn't get scared of that one?
So, I'm going to watch this one. And after that one, I'm going to watch this one.
No, you'll never see Deadpool not until you're grown up.
Why?
That one's too adult.
Why?
Because
What is that?
it's a adult superhero.
And what is it?
I don't know.
Maybe I can watch some but not me. Because it was only better.
Go that way.
It was only better.
This is a different lake.
I think it's a show.
Watch out for the goose poop. Geese poop. Look at all the geese.
I'm not stepping on the car.
I see a whole bunch of geese. Remember, this is where that one guy was trying to run over the geese yesterday. That was sad.
Okay, I'm not gonna go swimming in there.
No, it's real grass.
What?
I said it's real grass.
Real grass?
Yep. Look, they're not scared of you.
Huh?
I said the geese aren't scared of you. They're walking quietly and gently. Because he got scared for a second.
Why don't you listen to me?
Yeah, stand right there. I'll see you, get you with the waterfall fountain. How's your foot? Does it hurt at all? Be careful, that's a slope. Kian, be very careful, go slow. Go very slow. Good job.
Go swimming, Dad.
I'm not going swimming.
Why?
This is not a swimming lake. This is just a pretty pond to look at.
Why?
Because it is.
Now go swimming. Wait.
So what did you get, Kian? 3 big feathers?
I said 2.
2?
I said not 3.
3?
Yeah, I said 2, not 3.
Pretty cool feathers.
I like this one better.
Yeah?
Which one you like better?
I like them all.
No, don't take all of them.
Why
Which
not?
one? The broken one, or this one, or this one?
This one.
Oh, this one looks pretty.
It does look pretty. So recap, it was a long day. Kian was recovering with his foot. And so we saw a quiet place, walked around the little pond near the theater. Then we pretty much went home, watched some movies at home, played games, and just kind of hung out. Had tickle fests, played with Legos, and did that kind of stuff. Turned in early, and yeah, it was a good day.